Hey, Aquarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your December 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aquarius, welcome. So we have here some new beginnings, fresh start, fresh perspective showing up in the recent past with the Eggs card. Some of you are starting over, whether you are starting over from, again, a new belief system, a new perspective, or some of you have shifted careers, shifted jobs, or shifted a mindset in a very big way. This could pertain to healthcare. This could be insurance. Some of you, this is new opportunities that you are manifesting, and you may see them come to fruition by the end of Sagittarian season, so the end of December 2023. I'm also getting here for a lot of you Aquarians, this is a little bit of a downtime month for you to maybe even study, prepare for your 2024. You could be going through documents, paperwork, contracts. I am seeing here something needing to be signed. So for some of you, there could be maybe an e-document, an e-signature. There could be something you are reading the fine print on. Maybe you're doing work related to your business. Maybe you're gaining some sort of professional advice. I see here insurance again coming up, could be significant for you. I also feel that some of you are retiring, okay? Or you've decided to retire. You've decided to take that leap because you have the retirement card showing up here. Resign and retire. So in the recent past, some of you may have resigned from a position that allows you to move towards a brand new opportunity. I like the eggs showing up. And a lot of people, they don't want to start over. They think I've already invested so much time and energy and effort into this position, into this class, into this job, where they tend to stick things out even though it's detrimental to their health, even though it may not feel on par. That's not you anymore, Aquarius. You're making big moves when it comes to your resources, your nest egg, what it is that you want to save for, your future and your retirement. You're doing things differently. And I feel like some of you could even be switching around accounts. You may be consolidating. You may be refinancing. There has to do something to do with interest rates as well. But you have the ornament showing up as your energy for December. The ornaments is about extra money, and it coincides with the holiday season. If you celebrate, even if you don't, this is about, a return on your investments, mature investments here. You may work in the retail, beauty, maybe you're a carpenter or you work with finished work here, or again, you have retirement showing up here. So a lot of changes and shifts this month around your long-term stability and long-term growth. There's going to be some fun surprises. I'm getting 3 of Cups here for you. So fun celebrations. There could be office parties. There could be events where you win, raffles, drawings, prizes, things of that nature. I feel like someone could make you partner as well. And that could be that new beginning. Just because you have the starting over doesn't mean that you're starting over from scratch, but you're starting over at a new level, a level that is new to you. So in a way, you are starting from a new tier. Now, in the near future, this is more of 2024 energy, possibly even January, but you have the book card. And Aquarius, when the book card shows up, there's your paperwork, contracts, right? Learning things as you go. For some of you, you could be leaving the corporate world and going off on your own and starting fresh, starting over in that sense. You could be writing a book, taking a class. You may be an educator. You may be a school teacher. Some of you are teaching through platforms, through social media or an online presence. You may even be studying up some sort of laws around maybe business, taxes, finances, maybe even a legality. Because what you don't see coming is the seal. I like this. This is a business contract coming in, and it does coincide with the books here. So you may already have a little idea of what this could be, what you want to either close on. Okay, some of you, this is a closing of a property, closing of a home. For others of you, this could be a gift of money, an inheritance, or documents that finally, I'm getting the stamp of approval here. This may have to do with clerical work, administrative work, writing, right? Staying put here, or something is finalized, because I get that it's in stone. Something is in stone. It doesn't mean that what we're saying here is in stone, because we can always shift. We have free will. But I feel like there's something you've been waiting on that, boom, finally. It's like you've applied for that loan and it comes through. It's a for sure thing. Or you've got that interview and they finally call you back and say, yes, we'd love for you to come on board. Whatever this is here, I feel like it is finally the yes that you've been waiting for. That's beautiful. Now, yes, some of you are resigning, retiring, stepping back. You're starting over in a new way, but it's because it aligns with what you want at this time. You want to set your 2024 up for abundance, for happiness and prosperity in all different forms. And I see you making the moves to do so. For those of you that went through maybe a job loss or some sort of termination, maybe you've walked away or there was a force of, a closure of some sort, there's going to be a follow-up here with a new company or a new offer, new opportunity. It wouldn't surprise me to see a couple of aces in your reading, maybe even the Fool, because I feel like that's showing up for you. There's still a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a delay, I feel. So do be mindful of your spending. We don't want to overspend and put ourselves in a little bit of a pickle, but I feel like things are going to pick up towards the end of the month for you. So let's dive into your reading. Some of you may have even been laid off, or maybe it's a slower time of year for you. I also feel like this gives you more opportunities to learn, to grow through books or through schoolwork or through knowledge or education in some way, shape, or form. All right, the death energy showing up. So the death energy is your overall energy for the month of December. So something is definitely closing up, coming to an end, a finalization. Yes, you're getting that new beginning that you've been wanting or dreaming of here. And I feel like your heart is invested. It's something that aligns with your heart, with your soul. All right, we're just going to pull all the cards here for you and then dive into your reading. We're doing things a little bit differently this time around. Yeah, you have a lot of major arcana here. You have the High Priestess, you have the World, you have the Death, you have the Chariot. You have, beautiful, I love your final outcome. So a lot of movement here for you. Even though there's a new beginning, some of you are deciding to take something to the next level. You've gone through a major transformation and there's an ending of some sort, which is all about the eggs, right? Starting over. This could be an end of a cycle, the end of 2023, right? You're closing something out. But remember what I said earlier about a tad bit of a delay? You have the World showing up in your foundation in the reverse. So there's that delay, and also the Chariot showing up, crossing your energy. So you're going to get a move on here, but something has been stagnating, or it feels like there was some resistance towards an ending that needed to take place. Or maybe you've been in that transitionary stage of something has ended and then the new beginning, and it's like you've been stuck in the middle here. But I actually feel like being stuck in that transitionary period has offered you time to reflect, learn, grow, evaluate. When the Death card shows up as your main energy here, Aquarius, this is big. It's a big spiritual growth, an opportunity for you to, be reborn in a sense. The Death is like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Some of you, there was a physical loss, maybe in the family. For others of you, this is a job loss, as mentioned, a termination, or laid off, unemployment, something of that nature. Now, what's crossing your path is the Chariot. Your dedication has and will be tested. Okay, that's a given here. but you're strong. You have not only the genius, you have the smarts, you have the skills, you have the talents to push through, because you have this persevering willpower that I'm really picking up on in your energy field. So even at times, if it feels things are stuck or stalled, you're actually moving forward. It's kind of like that bow and arrow energy where you have to pull pull back in order for that arrow to launch forward. So even though you may feel at times, Aquarius, that you're taking a few steps back, it's actually to launch you forward on your divine path. Some of you, there could have been vehicle issues or concerns around transportation. Some of you, there was a very large commute. I'm talking hours possibly for some of you, one way or round trip. That's coming to an end. Okay, for others of you, I feel like you could be packing your bags and traveling, or, relocating. There could be a new job in a different area for a lot of you, or at least that's what you're wanting here with this fresh start. And you may see that come to fruition here by the end of 2023, because you have the celebratory energy. And even though there's still a little bit of a delay, or it could be that you feel like you're jumping through hoops, I'm also hearing something along the lines of VA. So it could be a veteran or VA loan, VA approval. Maybe some of you work for a VA hospital. Please take that as it resonates. And I'm getting here Cheryl, CH. There could be a CH in your name or in a location that you are heading towards. Maybe Charlotte, something of that nature. Some of you may even be wanting to purchase a new vehicle or have a smoother ride, in a sense, like a smoother forward movement, instead of it feeling bumpy and rocky and feeling like you're breaking down at every turn, right? Whether this is symbolic or whether it is literal in the literal sense of your actual vehicle. But I feel like you're going to get back on track. Just like a vehicle, we need to make sure that it has fuel, that that the tires are at the right tire pressure, that it has the fluids it needs to keep running, that the battery is working, that the engine is working. So I feel like this is the time for you to make a pit stop. In the beginning of December is like your pit stop in order for you to get back on the road. So there's something here that needs to be checked. There are some things that need to be, refreshed. Maybe for you, this vehicle could represent your body as well, and just feeling like you need to get back on track, because there's going to be momentum coming in here for you, Aquarius. Now, what's below you? You have the World. You've gone through a lot of cycles in your life. You've gone through a lot of ups and downs, as we all have, but you have this innate ability within your foundation, within your structure, to complete what you've set out to complete, even if it takes 10 years, even if it takes, 10 decades. Some of you, maybe you'll live to be 120, but I feel for some of you, this is part of you, and your lesson is following through, is completing things, taking things to the finish line. And that can be a struggle sometimes, learning that lesson, because we feel complacent, or we feel stagnant, or we don't feel like things are happening in our timing. So we may want to give up, or we may detour, or we may retract. So I feel that there's going to be a big completion here for you, or something that you are, you're moving in a new direction with a new perspective, and it's going to bring in a lot of success. Some of you, this is global, right? Global interactions. It could be working with people across the globe, across the continent. It could be influencing millions, right? For some of you, this is about travel, communication, flight. I've just heard here like taking flight. Some of you may work. I just heard here like U.S. airlines. So maybe some of you work for a major airline industry. Okay, and maybe you're booking a trip, maybe with U.S. Airlines. So you have here the Page of Coins showing up in your recent past. Look at that. There's the flight, or taking flight here with the Page of Coins. You see all the hot air balloons, and that little guy has his bags packed because he's curious. He's insightful, and he's ready for a new adventure, a new journey. This is about you recognizing an opportunity and jumping on it. This opportunity is about you being connected to your goals, connected to your stability, and knowing that you may not get this chance again, knowing that this is something that is destined and calling you to move forward on. So when this shows up, and some of you, you're still manifesting this, it hasn't quite, because he's still on the ground. And there's, he's kind of waiting for one of those balloons to come down to lift him up. So some of you, you're in the process of this new beginning, of this change. Maybe you've already interviewed, or some of you, you've already started to put ideas out there for your business or a website, or maybe you're a novice, but you are, changing a new direction. You're branching off and doing something new that's actually going to be beneficial. So you've recognized an opportunity here. Now you're taking action. And I like this opportunity because for a lot of you, it's coming from a manifestation of love. It's coming from a place of heart, of love, of intuition versus fear. And when we manifest opportunities out of fear, sometimes they're not always best for us. Sometimes they don't hang around long. Sometimes it's not really truly what we want. So this opportunity that is manifesting into your physical realm is based on your heart and soul and your intuition here, because you have this intuitive compassion for this beginning, for your career, for your purpose, for your life. Now, this could be, for some of you, it could be a profession where you take care of others, whether you are a healer, whether you're a psychic, a tarot reader, a nurse, a healer of some sort. You're very empathetic, you're very loving, or at least this opportunity that's presenting itself to you here, because you have the intuition to kind of go all the way with a situation here, Aquarius. And if you listen to your intuition and you listen to what really the driving factor is behind it, you're going to be successful. Okay. Also, there could be someone coming in. It could even be a psychic or a tarot reader that you resonate with, that gives you excellent advice, and you have an aha moment and you say, that's it. That's what I need to do. Or this feels good. This feels aligned with my soul's path. So there could be helpful guidance, helpful counsel from the Queen of Cups, or this is the characteristics or the archetype that you are embracing and what's coming in for you at this time. And you have here the High Priestess showing up in your near future. So some of you, your third eye is wide open. I'm excited to tune into the meditation portion where we connect with your spirit animals towards the end of the reading, because you're going to notice that you receive messages that may come up for you that you would have never thought possible, but there's big messages coming in. So stay tuned. The High Priestess here is saying, you're going to make some decisions in the near future based on your intuition. So don't silence it, because this High Priestess, she's full of mystery. She's full of inner wisdom and insight and truth. And you have these gut feelings. And if something feels off, right? If something feels like it's hidden or it's, being left out, you're going to cut right through it. You're going to see through any of that, because you've already been there. You've already, grown. You've opened yourself up to this higher level of empathy, of truth, of divine guidance. Some of you are spiritual workers here, or you definitely have a strong innate intuitive pull towards this beginning, whatever it looks like for you. Trust that. Okay, and some of you may even be diving into studies. Maybe you're studying mysticism, tarot, Reiki, crystal healing, hypnotherapy, whatever it may be. It doesn't just have to be in the metaphysical realm, but for a lot of you, it is, right? A lot of you, it is. And that's going to help you open up. That's going to be a tool that helps you open up more to your spiritual senses. And you could even teach this down the road, or you are ready to teach this because you've learned a lot and you're open and willing. And this is coming from a place of, emotional readiness. A lot of you are ready. Now, what do we have going on in your energy here? Two of Coins. There's that crossroads. What do I do now? What's the next path? How can I walk into 2024 trusting my intuitive hunches, trusting that I'm on the right path? Some of you are saying or questioning, do I go left or do I go right? You already know the answer. And sometimes what I've even recommended is flip a coin, literally two of coins here. Take a coin, a quarter, penny, whatever your currency is, flip it and say, okay, heads. It's kind of like that song, heads Carolina, tails California, I think it is. But I want you to say, okay, these are my two options. Heads is option A, tails is option B. And I want you to flip it up, and whatever it lands on, do you feel good about what that outcome is? Because right there, that's going to tell you your answer. Intuitively, if you feel, yes, I'm glad it landed on heads because that's where I wanted to go. Or if there's a little bit of disappointment, man, I really wanted it to be heads even though it's tails, that can help you decipher what direction to go as well. It sounds silly, but really, try it out. Try it out. I'd love to hear it in the comment below. Two of coins, you're reassessing your priorities in order for you to get on the straight and narrow. And that's all you've wanted to do, but it's felt a little bit stuck. A lot of you have already reassessed and now you're ready. You're just waiting for that opportunity to open up here, and I see it opening up. But you have another two showing up. So not only do you have the two as the high priestess, you have the two of coins showing up in your energy, and now in the environment you have the two of swords. So it looks like you keep second guessing your intuition here, Aquarius. It looks like you keep getting up in your head a little bit with this two of swords, right? It's a difficult decision to make. Yeah, it's not light, right? Do I retire? I mean, that's a big life decision. Do I leave the corporate world and go off on my own? Do I shut down this business and go for something new? Do I go back into the corporate world? Do I move across the country? Do I have what it takes to build an online presence? Whatever it is that you are doing and that you are questioning, there could be some fear-based energy behind it. And that may be why it's important to kind of flip that up and go with that direction and don't look back, okay? Because you're overthinking a choice here, and that's causing a lot of confusion, a lot of distraction. I'm also getting here 7 and 3, so maybe 37, 73. Oh, as I said that I see in 37 on the clock. Okay, so what they're showing me is a book. If you have a book near you, if you have a book, it doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's a cookbook, maybe it's a spiritual book. I want you to flip to page 37, and read what's on that page. There could be some guidance there for you. 37, drop it below. I'd love to hear what that's all about for you, page 37. And 7, also 37 equals 10. That's new beginnings. That's going to help you move forward in a new beginning here. Two of swords. Yeah, you definitely feel like you're maybe between a rock and a hard place, making this decisions. You're at a major crossroads here because your head is in one direction, your heart's in another. You're trying to be rational. You're trying to say, okay, but I need this money and I need to do this because this is the right thing, the analytical thing. But over here, this is what my heart wants. There needs to be a balance, I see, but there also needs to be a deep trust. And that may be what's lacking. A little bit of that trust, a little bit of that faith. And it's interesting. I think it was maybe Capricorn's reading where the title is A Mustard Seed of Faith. And that's what I hear for you as well. Because look at this. You have extra money. You have some sort of celebration. You have here the ability to move forward, and trust me, when you'll get excited about your final outcome, but move in that direction. Flip up that coin. Whatever comes down, move in that direction. Don't second best. Don't question or second guess. They just said second best, right? So I feel like you may be fearing, right, missing out on this opportunity, but really, it's here. There's something else coming in for you. Spirit has plans and working behind the scene to bring about what it is that you truly seek and desire. So if something didn't work out or if something was denied or rejected, trust that Spirit knows what it's doing, right? The universe sees what sometimes our human self cannot. Queen of Swords is in your hopes and fears. Now, Queen of Swords, she's very powerful. She's very observant. She can be logical, very rational. She's a truth seeker. Right? The whole truth, nothing but the truth, even if it hurts, even if it's blunt, I'm going to give it how it is. And that's kind of the energy that you're bringing to the table here, is that of wisdom and clarity and integrity and honesty. But the fact that she's showing up in reverse says that it's okay for you to think with emotion, Okay, some of you may even have some strong Libran placements or air placements, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, in your chart that may be polluting your decision-making process. Because Spirit is saying it's okay for you to open up your heart space with this Queen of Cups. And as it says here, think with emotion. It's showing up in reverse. So try to get out of your head. There's truth, right? And we can rationalize that truth as much as we want. But ultimately, I feel like this isn't a decision for rationalizing or making decisions that are just factual. That's why you have the High Priestess. That's why you have the trust. That's why you have your intuition guiding you to move forward. I mean, this is big. And it really does boil down to intuitive decisions moving forward. Your final outcome here is the Four of Wands upright. This is all about grateful togetherness. Some of you, this has to do with, and wow, okay, they just gave me, even though this is a military and you see the American flag, they gave me Ukraine. So maybe some of you, you are in that area, or maybe there's someone here that's serving around you. But I get that this has to do with bringing people together, whatever it is that you are doing, whether it's professional, maybe it is personal that leads to professional here. It is about collaborating. It's about communicating. And it's also card 11. It's the 11 energy. It's about you being in alignment with your soul's path. Okay, the Four of Wands is the card of celebration, milestones. It can be ceremonies, honoring each other. It's the card of communal achievement. So it's about other people honoring you and your path and bringing that together. And you sharing your story and choosing this path is going to fulfill you in ways that you never thought possible, Aquarius. Some of you are taking some time to spend, with your family. There could be someone coming home. Maybe it's a college student. Maybe it is someone that's going off to military, but they're able to come home in December. This is a really beautiful outcome for you. And I feel like you're doing what you need to do to liberate yourself, because that financial, it could be financial liberation. This represents, the freedom as well. So I feel for some of you, it's financial freedom. It's being able to wrap up cycles, to head towards new paths, to spend time with maybe your children, your grandchildren, your loved ones. It's about connecting. Some of you are building groups, maybe wellness retreats. This could be online communities where people come together and there's support. Maybe some of you are joining this group or soul tribe yourself. Because if you feel currently alone, if you feel like you are on the outside looking in, that's shifting here for you. Because your ships are coming in and it's go time for you to jump on that ship, or in this case, the hot air balloon that you've been waiting for quite some time. There's something here that I feel a lot of you, this does have to do with a move for work, or a move to relocate, or you're able to maybe work from home where you may have been commuting here. Or some of you, there could be a child that had vehicle issues and maybe they weren't able to make it home here. Okay. But this is a beautiful energy, Aquarius. You're trusting in your gut. And, the mind may be the biggest challenge or the biggest fear at times, is talking you out of what you know to be your truth, what brings you together, what makes you feel, connected to your purpose, to your higher self. Let's take a look and get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have, please, for Aquarius? You have TikTok, card 30. Some of you may be born on the 30th. You may be a life path 3, or you may be in a personal year cycle 3. All right. This 3 is all about, let's see here, 30, I should say. The TikTok is the timing. And remember what we said earlier about things maybe feeling a tad bit delayed, but Spirit is working behind the scenes, because this is all about divine timing. It's about timelessness and immeasurable time. And there's something else here that I want to mention, Aquarius. Some of you may be quantum leaping. You may be jumping timelines. It may seem at times like it's, 6 o'clock at night, but feels like it's 11 p.m. It may be 8 in the morning, but feels like it's, 1 p.m. So we're really jumping timelines. I feel that eclipse season and Libra being in the south node, and then Scorpio season coming up into Sagittarius season is all about timeline jumping. It's because we are shifting at such a rapid pace, humanity evolving, and the earth and the Schumann resonance, and it's all coming together here. So if you feel like time is speeding up, it's prolonged, it's all over the place, you're not going crazy, right? It's really just jumping those timelines. And so when it comes to career, your prosperity is co-created by your endeavors as they occur in human-made time and the eternal efforts of your most important manifestation partner, spirit, in a divine, measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive and make a commitment to remain in high vibrational thoughts and feelings. That can be challenging, right? High vibrational thoughts, but sometimes that human ego takes over, which it's part of our experience. It takes over and says, we don't have enough time, or time is running out, or, time is of the essence here. It's important to trust and keep that vibration high, as it says. If you heed the message of this card, it will seem as if you will align with your highest calling and your highest good in no time at all. Kind of like magic. So what's all the fuss about not having enough time? The prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. Some of you feel like you're too old to start again, to go back to school. Some of you feel like you don't have what it takes to do A, B, or C. Don't let those excuses pollute your path. Like I said, those are just beliefs. It's not the truth. Have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There's nothing to fear, right? What do I say about fear? For those of you that have been watching for quite some time, say it with me. False evidence appearing real. You will never run out of time, Aquarius, for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone cannot be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands with guides, with the angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith, right? There's your intuition. There's your Queen of Cups. Let's drop into that faith. And what did we say earlier? A mustard seed of faith, right? Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine appropriate timing, so you can relax. That's a big message for a lot of you Aquarians. Stop and just enjoy that in-between space, because things are working out here for you. Even if it feels challenging, try to keep that vibration high. All right, and last but not least, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Aquarius, I just ask if you can, take a nice, big, deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Nice, big breath in. Hold it as long as you can and release through the mouth with a nice, big sigh. So again, another deep breath in. Hold it and release through the mouth. And with your eyes closed, I want you to tune in to your third eye chakra. The area between the eyebrows and the forehead region there. Just like on that High Priestess card. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. Perhaps your animal has crossed over the rainbow bridge. Maybe they visited through your dreams, or you've crossed their path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Aquarius. And if you need a moment, just come back, Pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the 1st of each month, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment box below the reading. And I personally will enter you into the giveaway. All you need to do is hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't not get notified of that winner. All right. Some of you may be born on the 14th, the 2nd. You may be 42 or 58. And your first animal is the chameleon spirit. Some of you may have seen an iguana or a lizard or some sort of creature. That is in the same family here as the chameleon, but this is act as if. Act as if these things are taking place in your life. Align with the energy of that which you want to become, because the chameleon adapts to the situations and circumstances around them. They change color. They change, in a sense, it almost feels like they can change shape. It's like they're shape shifting to the energy of that which they want to manifest. So you yourself act as if these things are taking place. Feel them, because on another timeline, you can jump into that energy here and you're being guided to manifest here. Act as if it's already come about, because in another timeline it has. Life is going to speed up for you here. You have the antelope spirit, and look at this. You have this beautiful Lamborghini or whatever car that is there. You have this car, which is fast. It's a sports car. It's, it's moving forward here in divine timing, and you have some paths to take here, but you have that persevering willpower where things are going to speed up. And I feel like 2024 is going to be a significant year for, for growth, for manifesting abundance, for making some big decisions, and for some of you, physically moving. You're never alone with Otter. You're never alone. And even though sometimes it feels like you are on this independent solo path, some of you are solopreneurs, or you are doing things by yourself. You may be the breadwinner. You're never alone here. Spirit walks with you always. And lastly, Aquarius, you have stag spirit. A lot of people have been getting the stag, a lot of signs, and a lot of people have been posting an antlered animal, whether it is a deer, whether it's an elk, whether it's a stag. And this is a really important time in history. It's time to take the lead. It's time to move in a direction that aligns with your soul's purpose, that aligns with your integrity and your higher beliefs of your journey. So take the lead here. You have what it takes. Okay, and this is also an albino stag, which is even more powerful because it means that you are authentic in your own way. You have what it takes to move forward on your own path and make decisions that are in your highest good. Aquarius, beautiful energy here. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the growth of the channel, which I am so appreciative and so grateful for. Please do hit that like, subscribe, share, that comment your animals in the section below to be entered into the reading. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. Thank you for your support, your love, and your time. Till next time.